Hi everyone, welcome to JHook Fishing. So today I'm going to show you how to do fish scale patterns for lure making in Autodesk Fusion 360. So I went and did some researching on YouTube and didn't really find much information on how to create scale patterns. And the ones I did find, they look pretty tedious. So I decided to play around and figured out a way to create fish scale patterns all around. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I've already created a fish body here based off of an image of a minnow that I found on Google. So first you just want to create a sketch and separate the head from the body. I'm doing this so that I don't get the scale patterns on the head itself. Unless that's what you want, then by all means keep the head. And then next we want to split the head from the body. So I'm going to select the split body. The body to split will be our body, and the splitting tool is our line that we just created. And then click OK. So now we have both the body and the head. And then we need to split the body one more time. So now we're selecting both head and body, and the splitting tool will be our XYZ plane. Click OK. So now we have 4 equal parts, and we can hide the back portion and only see the front portion. Alright, and then you can also hide the head for now. We're only mainly concerned with the body. And next we want to create a copy. So select create a copy here, and then what we need to do is just move it out of the way for now. This is going to be very important in the next few steps here, but for now we just need to move it out of the way. So alright, so now that we have both our bodies, let's focus on the bottom body and start creating our scale patterns. So what you want to do is create a sketch, and then you can just pretty much start from anywhere. Make those connections. Alright, so now we have a pattern, and we want to create a rectangular pattern out of this. So let's just go ahead and select all of the sides. And then now move it to the right, and I'm going to create 50 quantity. I think that should be okay. Click on Finish Sketch, and then next we want to extrude all of our patterns, and then make sure that our extrude goes past our fish body. That should be good enough. And make sure your operation is set to cut. So if we look at the front view, we're going to be making these cuts. Click OK. Alright, so now we have the cuts. Next we are going to create the scale pattern on the other side. So once again, make that connection. And then again, create a rectangular pattern by selecting the sides. Again, move it to the right side and create 50 patterns. Scales looks a little bit big, but I think for our example it should be okay. Let's just click finish sketch here, and again extrude those patterns. Make sure your operation is set to cut. Click OK. So now we have the scale patterns, and then next is where the trick happens. So for now, let's just go ahead and hide our canvas. Then we need to select the copy that we made on top and just basically plop it back in place. And then the trick here is to move it a little bit to the left. So I'm just gonna go with 0.2 and then click OK. So now when we look at the scale patterns, now we have a pattern here. And then what you can actually do next now is to just select all of the bodies and then combine them. This may take a little bit while Fusion 360 pops it up. Okay, everything is selected. Click OK to join. Alright, so now we have our full body, and then because we moved our copy a little bit to the left, you can see that there's a little bit of space here, and we would want to get rid of that little space. So what we need to do is another split. So let's go ahead and split the body, select the whole body as our body to split, and the splitting tool again is going to be our XYZ plane. Click OK. So let me just show you guys really close here. You can see that there's a little bit of space right there. Now we want to hide that space. And then next we can bring our head back and then create a mirror pattern out of both our head and body. Make sure to select bodies as type, and then the mirror plane, of course, is your XYZ plane, and that's the operation to either join or new body, it doesn't matter, and click OK. So now we have our full body scaled fish pattern. It's not perfect, but it's the pretty close to perfect. The only thing that it's not perfect is the top and bottom, just because of the curvature that you have to deal with. But that's pretty much it, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm just gonna quickly run through creating the eyes and fins for this minnow really quick, and we should be good to go. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys.